Hello. Hello. Everybody, it's 5:23 p.m. Central Time, 8th of February 2026. Sunday here in the States. I hope you're doing well. So, I'm not watching the sports ball. I'm a big sports ball fan. People are like, "You mean football?" I'm like, "No, sports ball. So and so Johnson's got such and such record and don't watch that stuff. It's mind control level. Speaking of mind control level, people's mind control is finally being broken. Have you seen online? Have you seen? It's a mass awakening of everybody starting to wake up to what's going on, and like some people are melting down, rightfully so, like I did. I mean, everybody should. If you're like even a half decent person, you'd start to melt down eventually after you got to like take this stuff in steps because it's so dark. It is so dark, dude. Like, I could see how people could get overwhelmed with it. I got overwhelmed. So if I got overwhelmed, I know everybody, because you guys know me. I'm mystery, and I know all about a conspiracy, and I've known for a long time. But it's just hitting home. It's like it's everywhere. It's been put in our faces all over the place. So it's not like they're just doing it. It's like in kids' TV shows, even. I was just going back and forth with Grok over the AI, red pilling Grok on. I found there's a TV show called You Can't Do That on Television. It was like a kid show when I was a kid, and it was on Nickelodeon. Okay, well, Nickelodeon's mentioned in the files that have been dropped, right? Anyway, if you go watch the You Can't Do That on Television kids show, it is just even the intro to the show is just, oh my goodness. And then there's episode after episode where they have like kids chained up and in like a dungeon, and the chef is a cannibal, and and Alanis Morissette. There's Alanis Morissette. There she is as a kid on this show eating burgers that they're talking about it on the show. The burgers are made of people, and she's like they're all eating it, and the kids all throw up. It's disgusting. It's totally like I'm sharing this with Grok. Grok's like, oh, it's interesting. If you want to go look into some more information on this, I'm like, oh yeah, you want to know? Here's what I'm looking into. I tell Grok at the end, and it comes back with like a little debunk, trying to like debunk some of it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll set you free. Oh man. So yeah, that's going on. The earthquake guy, I say to Grok, I'm like, hey, this is a little bit much for the earthquake guy to go into, but my viewers expect me to go into the truth no matter where it leads. So, and why would the earthquake guy even be looking any of this up? Well, earthquakes are mentioned by their top priestess. What's her name? Abramovich. That Abramovich, the now ambassador to Ukraine. There she is, painting it on the walls. Earthquakes. That's how I even got involved with any of that stuff. It's like earthquakes. People are like, oh, Dutch, are you QAnon? I'm like, no. They thought earthquakes was Q for QAnon. I got accused of being QAnon. You remember that? I'm not. I'm not QA now. Not, but people thought I was, and because I, of course, back when that all started, I was Mr. Conspiracy Researcher. I was the top one. Me and Alex Jones, right? That's no joke either. They put out a list of the Washington Post put out a list of sites that were considered to be fake news and conspiracy. This is in 2016 when Donald Trump ran for office the first time. And against Hillary. Okay, so at that time they put out this newspaper article that huge article in the Washington Post. It's where the term fake news comes from. Okay, and there's the Washington Post with their doctor of the internet, whatever her name was, Melissa Zimdars. She was like she has a doctorate in sociology or something, and she's assembled a list of sites to stay away from. All right. Now there's top names on her list, like Breitbart, right? You remember Breitbart, um, Fox News. Okay. DonaldTrump.com is on the list. Okay. Well, right below Donald Trump and under letter D, there I am, DutchSense.com. And they had me listed as a conspiracy site. A conspiracy site. Now, all that was on my site was nothing but weather modification, HARP information, radar information, earthquake information. And so they listed me right below DonaldTrump.com, right before, and DonaldTrump.com and DrudgeReport.com. Right below Drudge, there I am. I'm like, wow, I'm real high up there. Like, but this conspiracy thing now, I've been trying to tell you guys for like 10 years what I found 10 years ago. You remember there was the pizza thing, right? Okay, well, I confronted on Instagram one of the bouncers from the place online. I just straight up went over there under my Dutch Sense account and was like, dude, please tell me if you see anything over there like that that's going on. They were talking about eating the kids. Okay. Not just molesting, like eating them. Like actually eating them. Cannibalism. All right. And so I confront the bouncer that's from the place. And I say, if you ever see anything like that, you promise me you'll do something to stop it. And the guy responded and he goes, as long as I'm getting paid, I'm not stopping anything. Or something. No, how do you say? As long as I'm getting paid, I'm not doing nothing. Or what? It's on my Instagram. You guys may remember. I showed all you if you were there live. It was up for a few days. Then he deleted his account and disappeared. As long as I'm getting paid, I don't care. Is what he said. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, he didn't realize who I guess he was talking to at first. Because again, you just say that back to somebody on Instagram, it's like, but when you're a bouncer there and you know what the story is, and that was definitely all over the news at that time, and they knew what we were talking about. For him to say that back and then for him to go poof and gone. And I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting him to either not respond at all or to be like, oh, of course, there's nothing weird going on here. We think I am some kind of sicko or something. But instead, no, it's like, as long as I'm getting paid, I don't care. And it's like, oh my God. But they're that brazen about it, right? They're like a cult. And they've been doing it for thousands of years. So nobody's ever called them out before. This is probably the first time anybody's ever called them out. Like the whole public, though, it's not just me. I mean, I'm on the tail end of this. Like the whole public. If you go online right now and you don't have, you're not in some little search bubble where they're like protecting you from searches or something, you will see it. It's crazy. People are out there. They're waking up to this. And I can remember, 10 years ago, it's like 2015, and that whole pizza thing was going on. I got grossed out. I physically got sick just thinking about it. I was like, oh. And then it's like in everything. So like they put it in the movies, they put it in the kids shows, they're putting it like everywhere. And that means there's a lot of people involved. So like to do the kids show, that means producers are involved, that means cameramen are involved, sound people are involved, actors and actresses are involved, their agents are involved, their parents are involved. I mean, geez, you know how many people there has to be to like get that whole chain of thing going? Like that's like a whole grip of them. It's a whole cult. To do the whole men without dance safety dance video. It's a whole cult. I mean, that takes a whole troop of dancing people that are into it, that know how to do it. Takes a people, the cameramen that are in there. They might not know, but they would have to know what to look at and what not to look at and be told what to look at and what not to look at. Eventually, they'd pick it up if they did it enough. So even the camera and sound people would have to know eventually. But I'm telling you, man, it would be a well kept secret that's right here in your face. So, and it goes back thousands of years. I mean, there's even references. My wife and I were talking about this. The references in the Bible to it, and it's like, well, you have to go look into to see what they're talking about. But at the time, there was a cult that was straight up doing this back then when Jesus was around. So he was speaking specifically to that, and a lot of the people left after he told him. He's like, well, if you want to live forever, you're going to have to. He was talking about the Word of God. You have to partake of that. They talked about the body and blood of Christ being is the word of God. Okay, it's not him directly, but when he told them that they would have to give up what they were doing, a grip of the people that were following him, there were Dionysius worshippers, the flesh eaters, the Phoenicians too, or also came after that. And they all freaked out and left. And all that was left were the, I mean, it's like, wow, oh my God, this is like, this goes deep. So, yeah, you know, earthquakes, right? Well, this gets into why are they concerned about earthquakes? Why were they doing their ritual on earthquakes? Like, but this has nothing to do with earthquake forecasting. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm doing in my time right now is trying to make posts and read things and find things that either confirm something I told you previously that was just completely disturbing but needs to be out there. This gets into just being a truth teller. Like, there's being a researcher, you can stick to what you do and just be the researcher and just do science. Like, I wouldn't expect Stephen Burns to come out and talk about this stuff, right? He's got his thing going, doesn't want to jeopardize it. It's not a topic that he would normally cover, right? So you won't see people like other scientists. They're some people are, I would say that they want to protect their career. I don't blame them. Like, you don't want to talk about this. You don't want to be associated with it. It's such an uncomfortable topic to talk about. That's for the crazies and the nut jobs to talk about. But for me, man, my whole thing ever since I've been online has been partially researching the esoteric and occult, along with doing HARP research, weather modification research, earthquake forecasting research, and everything else that just happened along the way. So you could say that I was a conspiracy theorist. Now I've been proved right on everything. I'm just a conspiracy researcher or a conspiracy realist. And earthquakes and weather modification are just two of the things I found along the way. I mean, I also found the head of Nessie, Loch Ness monster. I mean, I'm not joking. I really did. It's just like, oh my God. I also found star forts and ancient civilization stuff. It has nothing to do with the earthquakes, except for the ones that are getting earthquakes by then. Some of the stuff I found is completely preposterous. It's so hard to believe that even I had a hard time even telling you. But it turned out to be true. I mean, I would never lie to you about anything. And so here I am now. And, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I lied to you guys about smoking weed back in 2011. But can you blame me? Come on, man. Everybody was out after me. I totally lied about that. Oh, no, I didn't mean smoke fat blunt. I didn't, what are you talking about? Yeah, nobody believed my denial. Yeah, that's the ticket. I didn't mean smoking fat blunts. I smoke real blunts. Yeah. Oh, anyway. Other than that, I've been honest with you guys 100% on everything that I ever found. Okay. Um, earthquakes. I didn't get on to do a real update here. I just got on to tell you it's been a crazy day. We're not watching sports ball, so we're just kind of sitting here. We have activity we can talk about, but I'm not going to do that now. Not going to do that now. If you can't see what's on the screen, we have 5.7 and 5.4 activity in Central America. We have fives up in Alaska, fours across the West Pacific. But that's not that big right now. So until something further develops, but I would like to go look up the location so we can do that. Hold on, hold on. I got a sneeze incoming or something. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. It was more of a cough. So we will talk about earthquakes at some point here in the next few hours. Maybe even go look them up, but I don't think I'll be recording an update for YouTube or anything. As far as I can tell, there's not much worth reporting right now. That could change at a moment's notice, though, as you guys know. When was our last large earthquake? It's been a minute. We haven't had any large earthquakes or eruptions in what to me seems like a very long time. What else is going on? Mount Lascar. What? Mount Lascar erupted. 21,000 feet. Lascar. What? When was the last time you guys heard of Mount Lascar? Lascar down in Chile. What? Okay, hold on, hold on. We do have something to go look up. All right, put on the brakes. Let's turn on the display capture, show you what I'm talking about here. So when you scroll down the list and you see something like this that you don't normally see, you then click on it to see what the actual elevation of the blast is and observe volcanic ash clouds surface to FL210. That's 21,000 feet. It's nothing to scoff at. They call it a weak volcanic ash emission. But I do want to look it up and go see what's there. So let's go see. Mount Lascar, Lascar, Chile. I mean, I remember seeing it a long time ago, but I haven't seen it a long time. I know it's been on the list before, a couple of years ago, maybe. Okay, here it is. Lascar is the most active volcano of the northern Chilean Andes. The andesitic to dacitic stratovolcano contains 6 overlapping summit stratovolcano vents. It's big. That's big. Now, wait, let's click on it and just see when they have the last eruption on here. Eruptive activity. Yeah, 2023. A VEI 3. Wow. That's actually pretty big. I mean, it's not end of the world massive, but definitely big. Okay, VEI 3 2023 was the last reported eruption. That explains why we haven't seen it for a while. It's been 3 years. Wait, what just happened there? All the names just went away again. Look at that. Well, isn't that special? That's just great. You know, it's kind of like the Epstein files, right? Well, the earthquakes just got Epstein, guys. even the little blackout down at the bottom where the here, hold on. Did it do it for everything? Hold on. Let's turn on my places. It blacked out on my places too, even though it saved what the locations are, but it blacked out the names. You kidding me? My childhood home here, up here in Ferguson. You're gonna black out where I lived in Ferguson? Are you serious? Why you black out my childhood home? Here it is. My childhood home. It's what it says. Well, you can't see it because it's blacked out. That is hilarious, dude. Well, you want to see who's on the Epstein list, guys? It's right here in front of your face. Jeez, dude. Get me the freak out of here. What? Ah. All right. All right. Enough. Enough. Enough on it, man. I wasn't even going to do an update anyways. So, the forces that be, the powers that be can just piss off. Shut that down, boys. Shut this down. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, let's shut that down. Close all my windows you can't see. That's bizarre. That's just straight up bizarre. But that is funny. It does. Okay, all right. Yeah. Perfect timing joke. I tell you what. Peace out.